Hello, I'm the 10-minute English teacher. Let's get you exam ready. Today we're thinking about love and relationships poetry, and I'm going to be helping you to learn quotes without looking. Before we get going, don't forget to like and subscribe. There are plenty of things on the channel to help you to revise for English language and English literature. Okay, love and relationships poetry. Let's learn quotes without looking. So today's poems are as follows. We've got When We Two Parted, Porphyria's Lover and Climbing My Grandfather. We're going to learn 4 key quotes from each poem. That's all you need for the exam. You're going to have 45 minutes to write about 2 poems and you're only going to really need to choose 4 quotes from each. Okay, let's start with level 1. So I'm showing you a quote now from When We Two Parted, Silence and Tears. Let's add in 2 key images for keywords in the quote. There they are, silence and tears. I'm going to walk you through the quotes from the poems now. So we've got pale grew thy cheek and cold. There are 2 images to help you along with committing this to memory. So we've got a tree growing and we've got a cold thermometer. Pale grew thy cheek and cold. We've also got to sever for years. And the last of our quotes from When We Two Parted, a knell in mine ear. Moving on to Porphyria's Lover. The sullen wind was soon awake and strangled her, no pain felt she. We've also got as a shut bud that holds a bee, and yet God has not said a word. And that takes us to Climbing My Grandfather. The skin of his finger is smooth and thick like warm ice. Watching clouds and birds circle. Climbing has its dangers. And finally for today, reaching for the summit. So level 2 now, we're going to hide the keywords with those images to help us to commit these quotes to memory. So I'll walk you through the 12 quotes with the keywords covered. So we've got silence and tears, pale grew thy cheek and cold, to sever for years, a knell in mine ear. The sullen wind was soon awake and strangled her, no pain felt she, as a shut bud that holds a bee. And yet God has not said a word. Climbing my grandfather, the skin of his finger is smooth and thick like warm ice. Watching clouds and birds circle. Climbing has its dangers and reaching for the summit. And that takes us to level 3. Now that you've been walked through those quotes, you should be able to recall them by using the images. If you can't, then I recommend that you go back and revisit the key quotes, have me walk you through them again, and then revisit and pause here and take yourself through the 4 quotes for each poem. Can you recall them and write them down on a piece of paper without looking at the actual words? So that's one way that you're going to be able to commit those to memory, and then you should be able to recall 4 from each of today's poems. So to take it further, watch the video again and mute the sound. You do the talking. Can you also provide analysis for each of the key quotes? And can you link the key quotes to a range of key quotations and themes? Which images relate to others? Make your own picture guides for some other key quotes from different poems. That would be a good idea. And also revisit this again in a week or so to really make sure that you've locked those key quotes into your long-term memory. Okay, check out the other videos on my channel. I'll continue to add content. Feel free to ask something you'd like to see me cover in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and keep revising.